Hi, vegan loving heart vegan team. My name is Taya Portman. I live in Slovenia and I'm currently homeless. I've been vegan for 20 years, and first I started for health reasons, and then with time I discovered atrocities that animals and the suffering that animals have to go through for our pleasure. But basically, this message is aimed at staff in Slovenia's capital, Ljubljana, the Loving Heart, the main restaurant, the self-service restaurant. I've been going there for nearly 3 years, and I never felt welcomed if I came in. Sometimes they would say hi, but it was very bitter hi, and then we kind of agreed that they would give me food, but for a certain amount of euros. So throughout years I find out from other people, like from traveling folks, and they would tell me they never had to pay in Loving Heart. And it came to my attention that other homeless people don't have to pay in Loving Heart. So basically I came to the conclusion I'm the only homeless person that needs to pay. The only food that would give me without pay would be bowl of soup, and that's it. So and also sometimes I wouldn't eat all day, and I would go to a restaurant and I just, I put a lot on my plate because I was just so hungry, and then I had a diarrhea all night. And that didn't happen just once, unfortunately. I know pretty much that I didn't take any other stuff in that would make me explode so drastically. But and also on the days that I had intestinal problems, they were extremely nice to me, which I found very, very strange. So but the last hiccup from today, about 2 days ago, I started coming in with my food containers, which looks like this, and I would put the stuff in here, so I didn't have to use their container, which is payable, and it's waste anyway. So I would just mash everything in this, and one of the older ladies, she made a comment, and the comment didn't bother me. It bothered me the way she said it, and it was very, very rude. She said that I was watching you. Don't put our spoons into your containers. It gets all dirty. Like, it was really, really nasty. She could have said to me, like, look, and they never call me my name, ever. And when I say goodbye, they never say goodbye to me. I'm particularly aware what the heck is going on. And when I came in today, I got both of them. I have one of those and a larger one. I had both of them washed by one of their staff, and she didn't see that. Neither did her son, which they appeared a couple of minutes later after I filled up both containers with food. So the last the last thing I'm doing, I'm pouring with their what's it called in English? I don't know. One of those things, but larger, you know, for soup thingy. So I did one of those soup and I poured it into my container, clean container, and then the woman that I made, who was rude to me, and we made an agreement, she forcibly, she came up from towards me from the other side of the what's the word? Basically, she came up to me and she forcibly took that spoon away from me, and she says, "I told you, didn't I tell you yesterday?" And she was so rude. And I said to one of the guys, I said, "Look, would you please tell her the container was clean, because I don't want to argue with anyone." And I literally said that. And then he said, and at that moment I learned that that was his son, then he said, you know, I'm gonna stick up with my mum regardless, whether she's right or whether she's wrong. I said, well, here you're wrong, you are at work. I said, just tell her that it was a clean container, and I would like to be treated respectfully, not like the last shit on this planet. I said, otherwise I'm going to file a complaint within the head office. And then he got angry and he says, if you do that, you will not be allowed here anymore. And I turned around, shocked, and I said, I'm sorry, I don't think it's your decision to make. This is not your decision to make. And then I left. I even said goodbye. So I really would like to have some respect. And also every time I try to make a funny comment, like there was some carnies coming that didn't know there was a vegan restaurant and wanted to order some coffees, and they wanted to have cow's milk, and the guy says, I'm sorry, we only have plant-based milks. And this, and the guys were really, and he says this is a vegan restaurant, and the customers were really not happy because they didn't get their regular milk. So yeah, I'm looking at my dogs. I have 2 fur babies. So basically, to cut the long story short, when they left, I sort of made a joke with him, and he just wouldn't even listen. He just wouldn't give me time of the day. Like, he just turned around and walked away as if it didn't happen. Just wanted to make a conversation with him, and just basically, this is it. I would really appreciate if you could help me on this, because this has been going on for 3 years, and I'm fed up by the way they treat me. I really am, and I have no other place to go, literally. So I was always polite, always nice, never stroke back or anything, because this is not my style. But they are being really nasty sometimes, and more frequently. Thank you for understanding. Bye from Slovenia.